I swear to you, Spirit stocked him with 6 things. Here's your spooky spot on the Spirit Halloween exclusive Halloween 2 Spirit Collector's Box. Know how old that joke is already getting. Of course, we are going to be looking at another collector's case, courtesy of the folks over at Spirit Halloween. And while normally I would have said I found this one over on Spirit Halloween shelves, unfortunately, though, this was the first one that sold out. I checked around at actually two Spirit Halloween stores, even asking the people that work behind the counter. They all know me by now, by the way. None of them were able to tell me when these are going to be restocked. So what I ended up having to do instead, I had to go over to eBay. You want to talk about scary things, talk about paying the additional prices that this now case is going for. The ones that we've already had a look at, though, were both the It Chapter 2, and earlier to that, we also had a look at the Trick or Treats. All of them are collector's case containing 6 items inside. And while I have recently just started seeing the Trick or Treat stuff being restocked again, Halloween 2, forget about it. I'll be happy to know. I think I end up paying online about $45. I don't even want to have that leave my mouth, actually admitting how much I paid for this. And by all means, I would certainly say paying that price would not be worth it, especially considering you're only getting 6 items inside. Normally, these would be on the shelves for $18.99. I didn't totally pay $18.99 for this. Now, I've yet to actually open this up. Still kept it inside of its shrink wrap prison, but you can see it does actually have reversible package art. It is a Spirit collector's box that includes 1 lanyard, 1 patch, 2 decals, and 2 buttons. Down below it also says collector's box Spirit. But again, if you don't like the idea that it has all this crap on the front of it, like the labels and stickers, again, you can just easily pull it off, rotate it, and put it. Well, we're going to do all that. First, though, let's just reach off to the side and grab my knife here. Here's McCutcheons to be joining us. And while you may not be able to see him, you may be able to feel his presence. Charlie the Ghost is actually just hanging out with us right now. How you doing, Charlie? Oh, right. I'm the only one that actually can hear Charlie the Ghost. Some have already speculated the fact that Charlie the Ghost does not exist. I can tell you firsthand, we've had ourselves quite long discussions over the topic of Halloween. His favorite Halloween, by the way, is Halloween 5. I have to kind of question Charlie the Ghost's taste in Halloween films. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and take the wrapping that's off of this. And if anything has taught us from the earlier times of opening these, the more rougher side of the case is actually going to be flipped all the way around, and we're going to actually have ourselves like a brand new case inside. But actually, just before that, I'm going to open this up, and inside, we got ourselves a little cardboard box. And once again, for $18.99, some would even say at that asking price, it's way too steep for what we're getting inside. But I think, again, for the points awarded for the presentation alone, I think it's worth $18.99. You could easily spend $18.99 on a McDonald's meal, and then you'll be done with all the meal altogether. I know this was something I did talk about in the earlier review that, again, physical things, something tangible you can have on your shelf. I don't mind spending $18.99, even if it seems a little higher, rather than actually spending that on food, and then that food's gone. It's nothing but a distant memory. I did say, though, that you can take the insert, and we're going to just pull this out carefully. Last thing I certainly would want to do is rip this. On the one side, it does have more rougher of the actual tape. And on the inside, it actually has more cleaner finish. It's, again, a matter of preference. It seems to be the same on all the sides, actually on both sides, that you got a picture there of Michael Myers. That's a really odd image to be using for Michael. It's, of course, him bathing, Nurse Karen, bathing is understatement, submerging her head in hot water. And, of course, there's the image of Dick Warlock's Michael Myers taking a tumble off the front balcony. Somehow, though, he's able to line himself up completely with the balcony railing, but that's one of those things that we have to kind of overlook. Advertised, though, once again, is the patch, the button, the decal, lanyard. Yeah, I know. This is kind of a little interesting of a thing. I don't remember actually seeing this on the other 2 cases. I'm just going to grab the other one. Yeah, the other one doesn't have this. The thing I'm drawing to your attention is the fact it does actually have a little worn away sticker. That's part of it, by the way. That's not part of the actual. Well, that's not stickered on top. So I'm going to flip this around, just because I prefer the cleaner look myself. I'm going to slide this back into the case. Now, if you have a Spirit Halloween in your area, congratulations. You're probably like one of the happiest guys around, girls around, owls around. You get the chance to look at this kind of stuff not all year round. You get to at least see this during October. Why am I struggling to get this all back in there? if you are in your local Spirit Halloween vicinity of a Spirit Halloween store in your area, let me know if you actually have seen these in the wild. Speaking of tapes itself, here's what the actual tape looks like. Of course, you got Halloween sticker there on the front, home video. And on the back, it actually does look like a VHS tape, other than just the fact it's made of cardboard. But let's go ahead. We're just going to open this up and see if it was worth the $45. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. But of course, me being the person I am, I had to, of course, get this. So what we got here? We got a patch, a sticker. Let's get everything out here first before we actually... Okay, so I'm going to fold everything back up, put that right there, presentation purposes. First thing we'll have a look at is a patch. Now, the patch does have Halloween 2. I've never really seen the font look like this, though. I mean, it looks kind of like the normal Halloween font, but it looks like it's all been kind of tumbled in a dryer somewhere. And then, of course, you got the black and white image of the skull pumpkin. This is not something that you're just going to be sewing on. In fact, actually, you're going to be ironing this on. And I would... Stating the obvious already, I'm sure. Don't be ironing this on your skin. You want to just be ironing this on. On the back, actually, it says preheat iron, not oven. Iron. You don't want to put this in the oven. Preheat your iron, thank you, for 5 minutes on high setting. Pre-iron your garment where you want to place the patch. Place the patch on top of it, and then place a lightweight press cloth over the patch. Press firmly with the back and forth motion for 40-45 seconds. Turn the piece inside out, and then with the back and forth motion of the iron backside on the patch for another 45 seconds. So basically, you're just ironing this onto a denim jacket or whatever you usually keep your patches. Maybe you have a vest. If you have a vest, we should talk. We can compare our patch vests. Did you say a patch vest? Yeah, I did. I'm working on a patch vest. And then, of course, we have ourselves some stickers. What I always find interesting about the Spirit Halloween stuff is the fact that we get ourselves stickers that I've never really seen before. This was also the case as well when we looked at Pennywise, the It Chapter 2, and also when we had a look at the Trick or Treat one as well. Now, first of all, we have this one where it's Michael Myers it kind of looks like a glamour shot. He's just sort of casually standing in the middle of hallway of the Haddonfield Memorial Hospital. And then we've also got this one as well. It's got all sort of Halloweens in the background. It kind of actually looks like he's standing in the same room as Sam in Trick or Treat. It's all done in yellow, which is kind of strange. You would think that they would have used maybe, I don't know, like orange, like they did on this sticker, for example. But we got two interesting stickers for Mikey Myers. We're going to put that to the side. Then we got ourselves a couple of pins, a couple of buttons. It says, he's back, slay all day. Who in marketing thought that was great? I see slay. I think slay. I think like Christmas. I don't think necessarily Halloween. And then we've got this one. There's no place to hide. Okay, I don't know if I would necessarily say those were the greatest of pin options available. This one actually kind of looks like he's saying no to drugs. Like it's one of those old posters from the 80s. I'm saying no to drugs. In this case, I guess it would be, I'm saying no to slaying. That's not Michael Myers. Slay all day. I'm going to say low points on that one. And then the last thing we have inside is the lanyard. Now, it's not only just a lanyard. Oh, no. It's also going to be a place to store your card. If you are part of a club, for example, or you work for a living and you just, you have to carry around your ID badge with you. So you got, first of all, the skull pumpkin feature on the front. And of course, you can just pull this out as well and just swap this out for your ID. And then you also have a rubbery kind of little, I wouldn't say it's a tag. What would you just describe this as being? Sort of like, it's not even really an ID tag, but it basically is a little tag that goes along with it. It's made of very, very rubbery plastic, and it says Halloween 2, the nightmare isn't over. And then from there, if you follow your way away from the clip, you'll see that you get treated to Halloween 2 and the nightmare isn't over. On the other side, though, at least it's Michael Myers. And of course, it's the bleeding eyes version. They always seem to go with the bleeding eyes when it comes to Michael Myers, anything like merchandise-wise. And you've got all these additional skeleton pumpkins. The gray is sort of a weird thing for them to have gone with, just because, again, like I don't tend to think of gray and orange when I think of Halloween. I tend to think of black and orange. If they're going to be doing black on the one side, why wouldn't they have also done black on this side? By the way, though, the part that you're going to be using is, well, the part that everyone's going to be seeing, it's kind of twisted around, I guess would be the Michael Myers, because that's the part that doesn't seem the most tangled up at the bottom. So at least when people are looking at you, they're going to be seeing a Michael Myers lanyard. It's, I guess if you wanted to, you could flip this around, but it's going to be just a little bit more tangled in quarters down below. All in all, again, like, Right away, you would say $18.99, a bit steep. You probably would also then say $40, I think it was $45 and probably a couple of dollars on top of that, maybe for shipping. Way too ludicrous. But of course, considering that I have already been collecting the other VHS videotapes from Trick or Treat Studios, I may not get all of them. I mean, of course, there's still Corpse Bride. I think there's also Harry Potter. I won't even be going near Harry Potter's VHS tape with a 6-meter pole. I mean, that has no interest for me at all. That doesn't say Halloween. But of course, the one that was the most interesting to me, one that I kind of wish I was able to see in the Spirit Halloween stores, was the one from Halloween 2. And having already, again, looked at the Trick or Treat one, where's the Trick or Treat one? Here's the Trick or Treat one. Put that right in the middle there. Yeah, I like these for maybe more than, I have more interest in these, I would say, than maybe the next guy. Oh, hey, speaking of Charlie Ghost, he's right here. I don't know if everyone is going to be all that interested in the idea of getting old VHS clamshell cases. I mean, right away, if these were just sold in boxes, my interest in these would be a little less. But the fact that they're actually in old vintage VHS clamshell cases, you also have yourself a cardboard tape. That already is interesting enough. I sort of feel like all the things that are packed inside are all sort of more, I don't want to say freebies, because of course you're all going to be paying for all of them. But I guess the stickers, again, you get stickers, you get yourself a couple of patches, you get yourself a lanyard. Where's the stickers? Where's the lanyard? And of course you got yourself some sort of questionable pins. I think for $18.99, I think it's still worth the price. Maybe again, not as much the price of paying $40, $50, I think it was all said and done over on eBay. But unfortunately, in order to get the case for myself, I must have waited way too long, and the stores had sold out likely on this one right away. The Trick or Treat has come back. I haven't even seen It Chapter 2 at all in the stores. I had to order that one online. But yeah, if you get the chance, you see these locally. Don't pay the prices that I paid unless you're just really interested and you're just, I don't know, stupid with money like I am. But if you are interested, definitely check your local Spirit Halloween stores. And hey, you never know, they might still have stock of these available. Have you been collecting any of the video VHS tape boxes from Spirit Halloween? If you have, which ones do you have currently in your collection? And how far would you go to try to get one of these? Would you go online? Would you go to eBay? Show of hands tells me no. I'm the only one that would ever venture off to eBay and pay the prices that I did. If you guys enjoyed this video, I want to hit it with a like. Well, I was going to come up with something clever that was related to Halloween, but I've got nothing. I'm just exhausted by the fact I spent the money that I did to get Halloween 2. But if you guys enjoyed this video, I want to hit it with a like. If you guys certainly want to stick around for more scary spots, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and you're turning on the bell notification. Of course, we are going to still be looking at some spooky related videos coming your way before the end of the month, which is Spottober. So of course, making sure you're keeping your ghoulish peepers peeled to this channel. As always, guys, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.